G'day Spurs fans, Paul the Hotspur hippie here, the only psychedelic soccer show and podcast on the internet. I hope you're all doing well. It's been a bit of a football extravaganza over the last 12 hours or so. Well, I say that. It came in two halves. Woke up at just before 2 a.m. to watch England and Switzerland. It was really hard keeping my eyes open, as I could feel the life force being sucked out of me. England changed their setup a little bit, because if you are going to play this boring, pragmatic football, you might as well go the whole hog and play five at the back. Or as some people say, oh, they're playing three at the back. No, it's five. It's five. Dull, dull, dull. Looks like Gareth Southgate's coaching masterclass this time just consisted of, oh, let's have a look. What's Switzerland been doing? Oh, well, we'll just do that then. And hopefully we've got better players and we can just do it better than them. And that's kind of, sort of, maybe-ish how it panned out. I mean, it came down to the penalties. It was a pretty 50-50 game overall. England had a bit more of the game, perhaps, but it wasn't much more. Switzerland went 1-0 up deep into the second half. And about 5 minutes later, Saka, who had a quite good game, excuse me, Saka had a very good game actually, he's one of our best players, equalised. And so England get through to the semi-finals. I wish I was more excited, I really do, man. It's a tough one, this, because I want England to win, but not like this. I mean, it's crazy, isn't it? But at least England buried all their penalties. They buried all five. Switzerland didn't have the chance to take their last one. They must have missed their fourth one. That must have been it. They missed one anyway. It wasn't enough. And there was much jubilation going around the place. Commentators going off their nuts. I don't know, man. I just wasn't that enthralled by it, to be honest. I haven't watched anyone else's reaction to the game, but we'll have to see how we go. We're going to play the Netherlands in the semi-final, and the winner of that will play either Spain or, well, it's basically Spain, isn't it? France are out, aren't they? Spain, who's in the other bloody semi-final? Spain and a good team, whoever it is. But Spain are looking good. I've been watching highlights of them. They look like the team to beat at the moment. Now, in contrast to that snooze fest, in which there were goals, it was 1-1 this afternoon. Well, this morning I did a long old stream with Jacob's Fantastic United Spurs of America YouTube channel, which was a lot of fun. I thought, I'm in a streaming mood now. Bit too tired to drive today, so did a bit of a stream, and then someone pointed out that Brazil and Uruguay were playing this afternoon. So I did a watch along to that, and 0-0. It was 0-0 at full time. It was much more exciting though. It was much more exciting for a few reasons. One was that both teams were at least trying to play a bit of football. Uruguay definitely seemed to have a bit more determination about them. They did have the better of the game. Brazil just looked a bit leggy to me, a little bit leggy. They were trying little triangles of passing. They just tried one too many triangles too often and would just give the ball away to Uruguay. Uruguay had a man sent off in the second half. Was it Nandez? Didn't like Nandez because in the first half he had one of those injuries that meant that he was limping every time the referee looked at him. Whenever the referee turned his head off, he would go leaping off, galloping around like a gazelle. And then the referee turned around and be, oh. So I was glad he went. He looked like a good-looking Wayne Rooney. But the referee's approach to the game and the conditions under which the game was played made it just reminded me more of old school football. The pitch was not good. I don't know if it was some sort of temporary football pitch that was being used in Las Vegas. Played in like over 45-degree heat there as well. It was 115 Fahrenheit in the old money. What's that? 47, 48 centigrade. So it was very, very hot. But the you could see the pitch was the turf was like giving away a little bit under players' feet. It took them I don't know, about 15-20 minutes before players kind of factored that in and stopped falling over. There's quite a lot of people falling over. Definitely a bit of give in the turf. And it also meant that the ball, when it was like rolling along the ground, it wasn't like bouncing consistently. It was bobbling a little bit. So I thought that was, you know, it adds a bit of excitement to the game. But it was the referee, man. The referee, boy, did he let so much go in that game. I mean, I think a lot of it, in fairness, was advantage. But there was players climbing all over each other, kicking each other. It was brilliant. I loved it. And really, I didn't think there was even VAR. I thought they're not using VAR in the Copa America until the Nandez incident, which was, I mean, it was almost an ankle snapping challenge. Nearly broke the bloke's leg off. And then there was a VAR review. It's like, oh, wow, so this is a strange form of VAR when they don't stick their noses and referee. Because if this was a Premier League game with this refereeing going on, VAR, they would have been buzzing and getting in his ear every 5 minutes, but didn't happen at all. It's just that one challenge by Nandez that the referee originally gave a yellow card to. I mean, it took him about an hour to give a yellow card to anyone. Everyone was getting away with all sorts of stuff. But I suppose that meant that the players policed the game themselves to a large extent, you know. You can't get too much out of your pram because there will be retribution. So there was some of that. But the referee eventually did find his cards, and I think he ended up giving maybe 2 yellow cards to Brazil, 3 to Uruguay perhaps, and then a sending off. And really, I had no hat in the ring in this game. I just wanted to enjoy a nice game of football. It was fun. Until Bentancur came on, and then of course I swung over to Uruguay, and then Martinelli came on from Brazil. I don't want him winning nothing. Both Bentancur and Martinelli both scored their penalties, but Brazil missed 2 penalties. One was a great save, and the other was another. I think the other one, he hit the post, didn't he? The other one hit the post. So Uruguay go through to play some team. You come here for the facts. But the other semi-final is Argentina versus Canada. Canada? Oh, well, good luck to them. Good luck to them. I'm going to actually spend a bit of time. I'm going to look at some highlights of the Canadian matches because I'm inclined to think that whereas England have jammied and bumbled and bored their way to the semi-final in the Euros, really only because of individual players being good. They're definitely not playing anything like a team or anything like that at all. Maybe Canada have got there because I don't know really. I know one Canadian player. I don't know many more than that. Maybe they're just playing football like a team, and that's how you get through to a semi-final. So it'd be interesting to contrast how Canada got there and how England got there, because I'll tell you what, I don't need much, I don't need any Ambien or Mogadon these days. If I'm going to watch, all I've got to do is if I can't get sleep, I'll just put on an England game. I mean, it is that bad, man. It is that bad. But I'm sure people are going to get carried away now. But I tell you, no, as soon as England play someone good, they're out. And even getting to the semis, of course, that's going to make Gareth Southgate's KPIs look fantastic. He's achieved his objectives and all that sort of stuff. Meaningless in my mind, absolutely meaningless. I just don't think he's up to the job. So there you go. It was a contrast, you know. Over-policed, over-clean, European football, boring. South American or American football, referee just let it go. And it was really entertaining, even though it ended in a 0-0 draw. So, no Spurs action today. I'm going to watch a bit of highlights of each of these tournaments now. I've got a bit of time today. And hopefully we'll be signing some players in the near future. Come on, Levy, get your checkbook out. Let's get it done. Let's get Eze over the line. And in Nesri from Sevilla. Anyway, Till next time, folks, peace and love, man. Peace and love, and come on, you Spurs and England.